Hi everybody, so we're working on the 9.3 today, 9.3 Aero V6 2.8 litre, and I've noticed I've got a small coolant leak. I can smell burnt coolant in the cabin while I'm driving, and so I've had a look in the engine bay and I've found a small leak on the two heater hoses coming from the bottom of the coolant tank down to the inlet to the heater inside the cabin. So we'll see if we can remove the heater hoses today and repair those hoses, see if we can seal them up. New heater hoses I think are about $160, so we'll see if we can do it for a lot cheaper than that today. All right, let's get into it. So the first point to start is under the car. We'll jack it up, and this hose here we can see comes down from up above, and it's got a little clip just there. We'll try and release that clip, pull that hose off, and that should drain any coolant that's in the area we're going to be working. So just pop that out, and then the hose should just slide off. Okay, next we'll undo these clamps, remove this plug, and then there's a clip at the bottom of the tank. Can't quite see it, sort of down there. The tank will angle up and out. Now we've got the tank out, you can see the plug at the bottom. It has that same clip as the other ones, and you can see mine has actually been leaking quite badly, so hopefully we can fix that too. So there's just one more. So we've got this one and the bottom side, and the top side goes in just there. It's a bit hard to see. So that'll be the same clip as this. Get your little screwdriver under there, and that slides out, and then it will release. I'll give that a go. Okay, we've popped that off. Now that whole thing should just come out. Out you come. So now it's out. That's the bottom side. That's the join there. That actually looks like it's been leaking the most. And that top into the expansion tank was leaking a bit as well. All right, let's see if we can fix it. So I've cleaned it up, and it looks like this is where it was leaking, here and here. So I'm gonna try and remove these little bands. They're like a permanent crimp, so I might have to cut those off and put on just a regular hose clamp. So it's got these nice little notches here and here. You can see here and here and here to align the hoses. So if you're worried about getting it all back in the right orientation, they've done it for us, which is great. Let's give it a go. So I've cut most of the way through with the Dremel, and if I just put a little screwdriver in there, I can crack it open. There we go. So I'm going to try replace the O-ring as well. So the O-ring is inside this connector and makes that seal. So the ID of the O-ring is 22 millimeters. The OD is 28. And I think the wall thickness of the O-ring is 1/8 inch. It's a bit hard to tell because it's all squashed at the moment. So we'll see how we go with that. So I've put 3 new hose clamps on here, and I've removed the O-rings out of these connectors, and I used a bit of this red rubber grease to make sure we get a good seal when they go back in. Okay, installation is reverse of the removal, as you would expect. So I've popped these two back on. They've gone on really easy now with the rubber grease, and we'll try and see if we can get this last one. A lot tricky. There we go. Got to get it on the right angle. And lock that little clip in. and then it should just slip in. Should just slip in. There you go. Done, like that. Okay, the tank's back in. We've plugged in the coolant level sensor and the two turbo return pipes. We just have to connect the bottom hose and then fill it with coolant and we're good to go. So under the car, I'm just going to put some grease around here. It's still leaking because we jacked it up again. That should make it slip on nice and easy. And then it should just slip on. Just like that. Bam. Done. Okay, all topped up with coolant. Do yourself a favour and put a bit of that rub grease on the filler cap and life will be good. Let's give it a go, see if it works.